What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Um, Shoot, this one right here, this for you fellas. I'm talking to you. Um, it's time to lock in. It's time to be focused on you. Uh, because if you ain't together, then you can't be together for nobody else, right? Especially for the black man, right? I'm really speaking to you directly because we got so many distractions um, going on. I mean, every time you cut on the TV, look on social media, whatever, it's always something going on. Whether it's uh, being at war with our own women, being at war with the world, a lot of the things that we face, things that we have to deal with that we can't even talk to nobody else about, stuff that other people wouldn't even understand, and then we got to come home after work or whatever and deal with life, deal with family, or whatever issues. So for the men that are looking or wanting that, or looking for a family, solid relationships and stuff like that, we got to put in the work and we got to build it for ourselves. And the ones that's supposed to be there gonna come. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna do it if you don't do it, right? We can't sit here and complain about the stuff that's going on if we're not uh, making strides and doing things to improve the situation, right? So number one is that we gotta be making sure we put the Most High first. Period. Right. That's the foundation. Get in that Bible. If you're a Bible believer, I highly recommend it because everything in that Bible um, is literally happening right before our eyes, word for word. And see, the problem is the majority of us haven't read it, and we go based off of the perception of it or what somebody told us when we haven't done the actual work for ourselves. So we have to put in the work, right? Build that foundation, build that spiritual foundation, right? Number two, take care of yourself. There's way too many of us dropping right now at a young age, um, you know, 30s, 40s, 20s, dying from excuse me, being unalive from various health conditions, things that is unheard of for people our age, right? So we have to watch what we're eating, cut back on the drinking, the smoking, uh, and we got to make sure we exercising, right? They don't want us healthy. They don't want you, black man, Israelite man, to be healthy, fully functional, because you're a threat. So what do they do to threats? They eliminate them. They get rid of it. And so how are they getting rid of us? Through our women. And I'm not saying women that y'all are the main cause. What I'm saying is us men, we have to make sure that we're choosing the right women in our lives. We can't get caught up in all of the glitz and the glamour just because she's beautiful, with a fat butt, whatever. We're allowing that to distract us and overlook things that can get us caught up down the line or waste time or have us losing everything and having to start over. Okay? So take care of yourself. Put the most out first. Take care of yourself. Eat right. Exercise. This has to be law because with all of the things that's taking place and what's coming down the pipeline, you need to be in shape. You need to be fit. Okay? Winter's coming. This is when everybody getting sick. We can't afford to be getting sick right now. We can't because we're at a critical moment right now. You know what I'm saying? Every time, like I said, every time I turn on, so I'm seeing somebody who done passed away. And if this is not a wake up call, I don't know what else is for us. We got to look at ourselves in the mirror. Hey, do I got an extra 15, 20 pounds that I need to drop? Hey, can I be out here walking a mile a day or do some extra cardio or something to make sure that my heart is right? My cardiovascular is right. Am I eating enough fruits and vegetables? Right? So now we put the most high first, taking care of ourselves. Okay, health is your wealth. If you don't have optimum health or the best health that you can, you're not going to perform your best when it comes to work, right? If every day you wake up you tired and sluggish, that's going to cut back on your ambition. It, it's your testosterone levels, right? You want to make sure your testosterone levels are boosted. There's no way that in your 20s and 30s that we should be popping pills or doing unnatural things. That's a sign that something is not right with us, right? So we should naturally um, be ready to go when it's time to do what you need to do with your lady, your wife, whatever. We shouldn't. There's no way in the world that we should be in our 20s and 30s out here popping pills. It's all kind of natural things that we can be taking for ourselves with no side effects and things of that sort. Are what we need to be on, right? Take care of yourself. You get one body on this side. So do you want to live a quality life? You can have all the money in the world, but if your health ain't there, the quality of your life ain't gonna be there. You spending all your money to try to figure out what's wrong with you, right? So that's number two. Number three is this: we should have a. You gotta have a plan in place to be making some money, right? Every man should be putting something in play to where you generating some kind of income, some kind of residual income, right? Whatever you passionate about, you like helping people, excuse me, whatever it is that you enjoy doing or whatever, something that you have a passion, figure out how you can make some kind of income off of it, right? These jobs here today, gone tomorrow. We're entering into another recession. People out here struggling, right? So if we know that there's a struggle going on, we know people getting laid off. What does that lead to? It leads to desperation. It leads to depression and things of that sort. It leads to people with same thing with desperation. People doing things that they normally wouldn't do because, oh, I got to take care of my kid or I got to do this, that, and the third. And you might not want to do some of the things that you end up doing, but you're desperate, right? So while you have that job or that means of income or whatever that you're doing, we need to be saving and investing in something that's gonna be able to sustain us later, right? Um, we can't depend on jobs. We can't. All right. And then on top of that, most of these jobs not paying you what you're worth. So you got to figure out some kind of plan with your friends, your family, homies, or something, whatever you can do to establish something that is going to be sustainable, something that you can pass down to your family, your kids, or whoever it may be, but something that uh, is legacy building, something something that can help break these generational curses. See, the majority of us black men, we weren't taught how to build businesses and stuff like that, how to be a go-getter, how to be a boss. A lot of us had to figure this stuff out on our own because the majority of the black community grew up in fatherless homes. And I'm going to do another video breaking that down because that was by design as well. Okay? Get the man out of the house. So now you have the government raising your children. You got the woman who has failed for the trap. Listen, it all goes back to the Garden of Eden, right? In order to break down a nation or nationality or ethnicity group, whatever, you have to take out the men, right? Because the men are the front line, they're the protection, they're the providers. So you remove them, now you have access to the women, right? So now the women are, instead of being dependent on her man, she's dependent on the government, right? And they came out and told the women, 660 said during this civil rights movement, this feminist movement, hey, if you get rid of that man in the house, we'll give you Section 8, we'll give you food stamps, we'll give you all of these other things that sound good on paper, but but they're removing the one thing, the stability of a man, the leadership of a man. A woman isn't supposed to be um, trying to raise a family on her own. Okay, a woman can't teach a boy how to be a man. Period. You can't, because you're not a man. The same way a man can't teach a girl how to be a girl. But what the man does is he shows that young lady or the daughter, the girl, of a good man is going to be a leader and show, be an example of what his daughter should be looking for in a man when she gets older, right? So she grows up and she sees a father who has always been providing for his family. He's a hustler. He's a go getter. He's reasonable. He's emotionally stable. Um, he's not beating on his wife or whatever. She's seeing that man that knows how to lead and take care of that family. So now she knows what to look for. All right. So when she goes to look for a man, she's not gonna look for a Pookie and a Ray Ray. She's not gonna look for a man that in and out of jail or don't have any thing of substance. And this is the stuff that we need to be teaching our daughters what to look for in a man. On the flip side, we need to be teaching our daughters. When I'm going to stay in the same space. As men, we got to teach our daughters uh, how to be helpmates. The wives, and I'm gonna do another video for the women. How to be, how to teach the children how to be, the daughters how to be good wives. Teach the boys, the young boys also, because women do have are very good women. Um, you know, they see things that we overlook sometimes. That's why they're the helpers. They help see the things that we might overlook, right? Um, if we need them we need to teach our daughters, hey, you might have to get out here and grind a little bit with your man and help build something up, because we go and build for these people and these corporations, but we don't want to put in some work for our own family, right? So we have to, as the men, we have to build that family unit, build that structure, build something so when the woman comes in, she has an environment, she has a structure, just like it would be at the workplace, right? Uh, and then there's other variables to that we'll get to. But we do, as men, we need to have something in place. So when that woman comes in, she can see the vision, she can see where she fits in. Okay, cool. I can do this. Um, I'm good at this. You're good at that. So I'm gonna do this. You do that. We're gonna do the heavy lifting. Let them do the behind the scenes stuff, right? So we need to have something in place for the family, right? So going back to the men, teaching our sons how to be men, right? As men, we have to teach our sons how to be men, how to be emotionally stable, right? How not to allow, again, I said this earlier, women to distract you. Focus on building your purpose. Stay on your purpose. Build what you need. Find what you're passionate about and figure out how to make money, right? So now once you have your finances together, you have your health together, Number one, you got the Most High first. That's where that stability comes from, the emotional intelligence. Every man uh needs to go read Solomon and David. Go read up on King Solomon, King David. Read Proverbs. Read Ecclesiastes. Read Ecclesiasticus. Read Wisdom of Solomon. Those books right there are the blueprint for a man being a man. Read the whole book. You women, you want to be a good woman, want to be a good wife. Read Proverbs 31, what it is to be a virtuous woman. Read the whole book, but to be a virtuous woman, Proverbs 31 for you women. For the men, we need to read all of it because we're supposed to teach and lead our women. So we need to make sure that we know what we're talking about before we go and try to bring it to our women or to our children or anybody that we're mentoring or whatever. So, Most High, health, finances, right? Then we need to find hobbies, things that you enjoy doing, things that are going to keep you engaged, keep you young, you know, have some fun. There's nothing wrong with having some fun. You need to know when to be serious, but at the same time, we have to be balanced with everything. It's okay to have fun, but we don't need to just be blowing our money on frivolous things when we could have saved that money. And we all done blew some money. I know I done blew way too much money. But it gets to a point in time where you be like, all right, look, I need to do this differently. Had I done this before, I could have been here. So okay, let's learn from our mistakes. We can't let regrets and mistakes of the past keep us from moving forward and being the men that we need to be in the future, right? So I know it's been a minute. Life be lifing as it does with all of us, but we have some content coming with some stuff that's already been recorded, some stuff that's being edited, and I'm gonna be doing more videos like this as well as some collaborations with others in the very near future. Have some stuff coming down the line in November, and I will make sure y'all hold me accountable to make sure that I'm out here producing content and getting it out to the people that need to hear this message because there's so much going on and it's a lot to talk about and it can be overwhelming, but we're gonna get started with the basics and we're gonna build from here. So do me a favor, if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this page and get it out uh, to the masses, to everybody that needs to hear this message. Like I said, we'll be doing some collaboration soon with some other people, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all again soon. All right, peace.